Hi, dear friends. This vintage book by Irwin Shapiro is one of my favorites as a kid. It's about animals throwing a joyful parade for Uncle Sam's 200th birthday, with fun floats, costumes, and American history. As we approach America 250 in 2026, it's perfect to share with my girls. Let's read it together. In Forest Town, Mayor Bear called a meeting. Everyone was there. "Ladies and gentlemen," said Mayor Bear, "on July 4th, 1976, Uncle Sam will be having a birthday. It's a special birthday. He'll be 200 years old. All over the country there will be celebrations. What kind of celebration should we have?" "A party," said Squirrel. "A picnic," said Deer. "A parade," said Raccoon. "We could have floats showing things that have happened in our country's history." Everyone thought that was a good idea, and so they decided to have a parade and to invite Uncle Sam to see it. "All those in favor of a parade, say aye. Aye, 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 aye." For weeks, everyone was busy getting ready for the big parade. They wanted everything just right, for Uncle Sam promised he would come to Forest Town. "I want to be George Washington." "You're not big enough." "Letter from Uncle Sam. He says he'll be here for the parade." The great day came at last, and just as he promised, Uncle Sam was there. He sat in the reviewing stand with Mayor Bear. "Let the parade begin," said the mayor. First came the Forest Town police force. Then came the flag bearers carrying flags. Then came the Forest Town band. When Uncle Sam saw the first float, he smiled. "Yes," he said, "the day independence was declared was the day I was born. It was the day our country was born, too." The parade went on, and Uncle Sam sat back and watched the floats. They told the story of our country. The Declaration of Independence passed July 4th, 1776. The Liberty Bell was rung at a celebration in Philadelphia 4 days later. The Liberty Bell cracked when it was rung on Washington's birthday in 1846. "See those words? They say, 'Proclaim liberty throughout all the land unto all the inhabitants thereof.'" The story began with the War for Independence from England. At first, the Americans were driven back. General Washington and his men had to spend a hard winter camping in Valley Forge, Pennsylvania. Valley Forge, the winter of 1777 through 78. "They look cold and hungry." But at last, the Americans won a great battle at Yorktown in Virginia. The war was over. The British surrendered at Yorktown October 19th, 1781. Bang, 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 bang. Now settlers began to look for new land to build on. Much of the country was wilderness, the home of Indians, who were the very first Americans. "Look, I'm a papoose!" Pioneers went out into the wilderness, clearing land for farms. Some of them built log cabins to live in. "All together, men, we can do it!" As the country grew, more and more people went west. They went by wagon train over the prairies and mountains. Oops! Some of the people in the West raised cattle on the Great Plains. Cowboys tended the cattle. Other Americans sailed ships to all parts of the world. Sail ho! Then a war between the North and the South split the country in two. The North won the war, and once again the country was united. The Civil War, 1861-1865. Railroads were built, linking North and South, East and West. "I've been working on the railroad." Factories were built too, and they turned out all kinds of different things. Washington, D.C. was made the capital of the nation. It grew into a large city with a fine Capitol building. The Capitol construction began in 1793, dome completed in 1863. "Someday I'll be president." "Who ever heard of a rabbit for president?" People came from other countries to live in the United States. They were greeted by the Statue of Liberty. The statue was a gift from France. It was made there, and then it was shipped to the United States and set up in the harbor at New York City. The Statue of Liberty unveiled on October 28, 1886.
What's in her hand? The Torch of Liberty.
The United States became a country of people from many nations, of many races, of many beliefs and religions. They were all Americans.
Where are you from? From here.
The United States became a country of people from many nations, of many races, of many beliefs and religions. They were all Americans.
Where are you from? From here.
The Wright brothers flew the first airplane, and before long, planes were being built too. First airplane flight, December 17, 1903, at Kitty Hawk, North Carolina. Everywhere in the United States, the cities grew larger and larger, the buildings taller and taller.
Whee! Look out!
Then, having traveled by land and sea and air, Americans went out into space. Alan B. Shepard Jr., first American in space, May 5, 1961. An American astronaut was the first man to walk on the moon. Neil Armstrong, first man on the moon, July 20, 1969. That's one small step for a man, one giant leap for mankind.
Someday I'll ride in one of those. I saw it on TV.
From a small country of 13 states, the United States grew into a great country of 50 states. As the last of the marchers went by, Uncle Sam said, "This has been a fine parade." But it wasn't over yet. There was one more float with the big birthday cake for Uncle Sam. Everyone in Foresttown gathered around singing, "Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday, Uncle Sam, happy 200th birthday to you." "Thank you, my friends," Uncle Sam said. "Thank you. This is the best birthday I've ever had." Stay blessed and stay dear friends. Thanks for joining us on this fun trip back to America's 200th birthday through the Animals Parade. As we celebrate America 250 this year, let's pray that our nation turns back to Jesus, the true foundation of freedom, hope, and blessing. God bless you all, and God bless America.